Welcome, everybody. This is Abacus Fish, and we're playing Shattered Empire, a post-apocalyptic interstellar tabletop RPG. I am joined by 3 players. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
I am Flynn Bladecatcher, mechanics specialist for the Revco ship crew. I love machines a whole lot, like a whole lot.
A little too much.
I'm Solaris, and I kind of run the show on the ship.
And I'm Q. I'm a science enthusiast and have my master's in xenobiology.
Revco crew, you have one of the most dangerous jobs in the Shattered Empire universe. Salvaging a region of space that was war-torn a long time ago and has become a haven for pirates. It is known as the Sagarus Breach, and though this is incredibly dangerous work, it is absolutely necessary for your livelihood. As much of the interstellar society has crumbled, this is one of the few ways that you can make a considerable amount of money. As you guys fly off, following certain rumors of a particular ship known as the Valentia, a ship which has been known to gone missing. It was part of a Helicorp armada, but it got lost. You guys looked into a very remote sector of space, and you found it. Looking at the exterior of the ship, it's very damaged and hard to make out exactly where everything is supposed to be. I will ask one of you to roll a tech roll. If you have the astronautics specialty, that applies, in trying to map out the broken ship.
So, I mean, I definitely get a tech bonus. One of my traits is Gearhead. I don't know that I can necessarily apply that to this specific situation. But unless either of you guys have tech bonuses.
If it's not living, I know nothing.
I don't have a tech bonus, but I do have observant. I forget how that interacts.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, one of my disciplines is astronautics, so I guess...
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and make the roll. Here we go. First roll of the sesh. Woo! And I always roll 1d6 as well, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, Solaris, what observant means is you don't suffer the penalty of surprise.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
So Flynn, Gearhead, and astronautics do apply.
So what would Gearhead get me? Does it give me like plus 1d6 or like plus 1 or 2 to the roll, or?
Gearhead is plus 2.
Plus 2, okay.
So you get a total of plus 3 to your roll.
Okay, here we go. How's a 14 work for you?
Okay, not a critical success, but a pretty good success. You guys are on your ship in the bridge area of your, the Revco.
The Revco,
and you're looking at this holographic projection, Flynn. You're manipulating the software to kind of try and calculate and put it back together.
Sure.
This looks like a standard intelligence gathering vessel. There are 5 immediate entrances. There are 2 down by the thrusters. There are 2 on either side of the hull, and then there is another one that's right in the middle of the ship, near the front where you would imagine the bridge would be.
We should probably pilot over to the engineering section first, huh? Check it out, make sure life support's online and everything.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Unless there's a way we can we scan for that from where we're at, or would I need to get like up close to interface with, I guess physically interface with the diagnostics on the ship?
Basically, none of its computers are on. When you go to ping it, you get no response.
Okay.
Head to engineering or the aft of the ship.
So if you wanted to get into engineering, it looks like the 5th exit is what you want. The one that's kind of right in the middle of it.
Yeah. Head there.
Okay, everybody. You enter the away chamber of your ship as you lock in with the escape pod. You guys are suiting up. With the ship offline, it's quite possibly that there's not only just no oxygen, but also no gravity. Who's going to take points? Because mobility might be an issue.
I'll head on in.
You guys are still in the bulk of your ship, suiting up. The machines, the chamber you're in, the klaxons start going off. And then, like, they get quieter as oxygen, like, depletes out. And then it's, like, nothing but silence. You can only hear your footsteps as you walk towards the chamber of the ship. Everything is dark, I know. But nobody turned the lights on yet. So, yep, this is the map, guys.
Okay.
It's fulfilling my every expectation.
Oh, all right.
Did we forget a flashlight?
Okay, so there should be one portion of the map somewhere, guys. So you're going to have to zoom out to find it.
Ha! I already found it.
Yeah,
Okay.
got it. All right.
And so you're able to control your tokens. As you enter the ship, gain a point of tension because you guys know that you're walking into the unknown. You don't know what's on the other side of this. All you know is that the Valencia is an intelligence ship.
So let's see here. Gain a point of and the.
Yeah. You can click on your character and
Yeah.
on the blue circle.
Yeah. So that becomes 9. Because it's +1, not -1. Correct.
Right. Your attention should have started at your resolve.
Let's see. My resolve is 4. So okay, I have 5 then. Okay, Abby. What are those guys? Are those control panels or are those alarms?
Oh, those are lights. Those
Lights.
are just
Okay.
so like when you guys hooked up, you have a way to relay power into the whatever you're connected to. So you just turned on the lights for this chamber as you linked up with it.
Okay. And this is kind of the threshold. Did we just come through here, or are we meant to go this way?
Yeah, I think we are meant to go this way.
Okay. Well.
That's a door. You came through here.
Oh, okay. This trap door. Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay. I guess if I zoom in, it'll. Okay, I see it better.
Yeah, so maybe like it's like your ship is kind of perpendicular to this ship.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean,
Gotcha.
in space,
Okay.
there is no up.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Head over to the door, I suppose.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Guys, you can move very slowly, like, because it's 0G. But if you guys, like, want to make any serious move, it's a survival roll.
Would I have space legs? Would that help? Would that give me a bonus in those kinds of situations, or just out of curiosity?
Space legs gives you a +2 on survival. For those rolls specifically,
Okay.
you get, and I will just to make sure. Yeah, you get +2 to survival rolls related to sub-G mobility.
Okay. Oh yeah, and I'm looking at my character sheet, and I can see I have a +2 next to a +2 modifier, so that must be what it's referring to. Okay.
So Flynn, this is pretty familiar to you. You're used to this kind of situation.
Okay.
I don't know where Solaris and Q are on that.
Nowhere. I will move cautiously and very slowly to avoid the survival rolls.
So I assume, Q, you're just kind of like slowly just kind of like edging the walls and the floor.
Yeah, just like a 3-year-old in the swimming pool. Yep.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Oh, dang it. I forgot how to... Is it /R?
/R, correct.
/R. Okay.
Oh, it's the other slash.
The other slash.
The other slash.
/.
There we go.
There it is.
Bam.
Is that your survival roll?
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's not coming up yet. I'm just letting you guys, like, as you guys are moving cautiously, it's not coming up yet, but it will come up, like...
If we need to move, like, real quick, it'll be like, okay, well, now you need to make that special roll, because...
Exactly.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Unless we get gravity going. Like, if we can get the ship turned on and get systems operational, then we won't have to worry about that.
Okay, so, oh yeah, guys, just so you're aware, each hex is about 1 meter.
So how fast am I moving if I'm moving cautiously?
1 meter a turn.
Oh yeah. Don't worry, guys. I'm coming. I got your back. I'll cover the rear. Don't worry. Got it locked down.
All right. Well, okay. Looks like we got this room pretty well covered here.
Yeah, see you in 5 turns.
Oh. All right. Well, Solaris, you want to take point?
Yeah, open this door up, see what's behind this.
Alrighty. So I go to work, seeing about getting this door open. I guess I got to move up to it.
Okay, so you're going through that door?
Going right through that door.
Well, there is a bit of a hitch with that door. Everything's offline. So automatic systems, you go to interface, and nothing gets powered on. You do have enough to power on the lights in this room from your ship. The door and most other peripheries in this room are still offline.
Okay.
How sturdy is this door? Does it I guess it would pressurize the chamber strong enough for that, but what about like an explosion? Is it a blast door, or what kind of door is it?
Well, an explosion would probably get through.
Is there any ventilation or anything in the room? Or human-sized crawling spaces?
Oh, okay, yeah. Why don't you roll a canvassing roll?
All right, so...
And if you say that out loud, Flynn and Solaris can make that roll too.
I will say it out loud, so I get a D6 mod 2.
Let's see, what are we rolling again?
Canvassing.
Canvassing.
Make sure you roll another D6.
Yeah,
So
2d6.
Oh,
Minimum 2d6.
okay.
For this particular.
Okay.
Wait, 2d6 in addition to whatever...
No,
canvassing?
1d6.
Gotcha.
Well.
A little too preoccupied on the door, I see.
I guess so. I'm just staring really hard at this door like, what the hell? What's up, door?
Wow, I got a 10 on my D10.
Nice.
Nice.
Quinn and Solaris, you guys are able to find what looks to be like a crawl space that is just on the left side of the door, meant more to bypass the door in case of emergencies.
Looks
All right.
I know what I'm going to do
in.
in 7 turns. No.
Since I'm already there, I guess I'll crawl in and see what's on the other side, as Flynn will keep watch.
Yep.
Well, you can't see anything through that door. Q and Flynn can keep watch of what's going on inside this room, but nobody can see what's going on in the next room.
Well, right.
So you crawl through?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else that looks interesting.
So you crawl into a narrow corridor.
So I'm right there?
Yeah.
All right, so these are more doors, I take it?
Yep. When you look at that one, it says Junction B. This says Junction A.
And what's on this door?
Exit.
Is there a manual override or something by it that is useful?
Systems are offline in here too. These lights are kind of flickering, but that's about it. There's no power for a lot of these systems.
I guess I'll head over to this door over here and try to open it.
Okay, so Flynn and Q, what are you doing? Solaris kind of crawls through and then is never seen again.
I slowly head back to the ship. I'm assuming Alien has taken place. She's gone. It was nice knowing her.
I tap on the door. Do. Do I get a reply?
I yell out, "Hey, crawl on through."
All right.
How dangerous is moving more than a meter?
Oh no, so right now is fine. It's just
Okay.
Imagine yourself just kind of bobbling around.
Cool.
Trust me, when I want you to make the roll, I'll make you roll.
That's what I'm worried about.
This door over here
Mm-hmm.
says exit. It says emergency exit 01C. This over here says Junction A, and this says Junction B.
Yeah, I guess let's see about opening up this Junction B door here. See what happens.
So now that you guys have made the roll, you've figured out a way to bypass like most of these doors. As long as you guys announce who's first, these are small little crawl spaces. You guys can't swiftly pass through.
Okay, I see. All right.
Is there anything of interest in the corridor we're in?
It's just a blank corridor. You see that things do look a little bit in disrepair. The lights are flickering mainly out of like lack of power, but also because it hasn't been maintained.
And how long has this ship been missing?
Years. It looks to be about what you would expect a ship to, because you know the fusion core can run for a while before it eventually melts down.
Gotcha.
So as we're crawling through these, the doors themselves, though, remain in place, right?
Yeah, there's this panel off to the side of the door, and you remove it, and on the other side by the door, there's another panel. You kind of crawl around the door through.
I get it. I gotcha. Okay. So then I guess I'll crawl into the next room, still trying to find the engineering section.
This right here is a propulsion part. So
And
there are probably thrusters under here, quite a bit ways down towards the exterior of the ship.
And of course, they're not operational.
No.
I yell back through, "Hey, get in here! Here's the engineering section."
Would we be able to appreciate the significance of finding this ship? Like, would this be something that, you know, we would kind of be like, holy hell, this was thought to be lost. We just found this?
You guys being salvagers and in the know, this is one of the more famous cases.
Right, this you know, maybe not like a holy grail necessarily. Some, you know, like a rare find, right? Yeah, it would just be, I guess, a big deal, and we would have a sense of, wow, we really found something here, like, interesting. Good to know. Flynn is gonna look over, I'm assuming this is like a propulsion system, like maybe like a mainframe for the propulsion system.
This is the top part of the engine. This is where most of the maintenance can be done. Unless you like really have to dig in there, then you actually have to climb down into it.
So I'm going to see if I can't patch into the, because for sure there's going to be a terminal somewhere on this thing. Like, I'm going to try and see if I can't patch in and see if I can't get a diagnostics run and then go from there.
Gravity going?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Anyone can roll canvassing or a tech roll.
Okay. Let's see. And the gearhead would get me +1 or +2?
+2.
+2. Okay, so.
And astronautics do apply.
Okay, and that's another +1. 1. Okay, so I got +3. Got a 12.
Nice.
Okay.
What do I get for a 12?
Yeah.
So, this is one of the periphery auxiliary thrusters. So this juncture is actually part of an interchangeable design of the ship. The other juncture, you wouldn't be surprised if there might be more junctures, but this juncture is probably just the same as the other juncture over in A, but this is a modular ship. So each of these junctures should have a auxiliary thruster in them, but this isn't the main engine room.
So I'm not able to necessarily like run any serious diagnostics here, but it does help me kind of map out essentially where I would need to go to get the ship running, or at least be able to run like a full diagnostics. Am I understanding that right?
It's kind of hard to tell, but you do know how this ship is set up.
Mm-hmm.
Is it's connected to a series of hubs, just like
right.
this one.
Gotcha.
But
so I actually.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. All I was going to say is, like, so essentially I just need to find the central node. Like, there's going to be several nodes, like cells, essentially, that are connected here. This is just one of the auxiliary cells, but it's not like the primary, essentially.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry, Solaris, I didn't mean to.
Oh, I was just going to ask, can we reroute the power or something to get the doors open to free up movement?
Yes, I will say you are capable of opening all these doors and turning on the lights in the next room. So basically fully turning on lights here, here, and here.
Okay.
And now you can open these, and yeah, you can not only open these doors fully, you can open that door fully, and you can open these doors fully.
So, okay.
Okay. So we've powered up this cell, and so essentially anything that's immediately attached to it gets powered up, but anything beyond that is kind of...
Right.
Gotcha. Cool.
All right.
Hey, progress.
I'd say at this point, I don't know. I think we should split up and go search for the main cell if we can't do what we need to do from here.
Yeah. Oh, I think so.
So I'm gonna head back towards this one.
Okay. I guess I'll go ahead and I'll make my way this way. And I'm assuming, we have comms in our suits, correct?
Yes. Yes, you do.
Okay.
The ship's interior is not giving us any interference or anything?
Nope.
Cool.
Right on.
Just to make sure this doesn't turn into a horror movie. No.
Yeah.
Well, at least yet.
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll see. As we get into the depths of the ship.
If it was, we just committed the first cardinal sin.
I
Splitting
know.
up.
Yep.
Okay, nobody
There you
take
go.
a shower. No. It was-
We'll go here. Solaris, you open the door. As you open it, this is very similar to the other juncture. However, there is a mucus covering the corners and the floors of the wall.
Ugh.
Ew. Well, I start entering the room very slowly,
Roll conceal.
looking around. Roll conceal.
Oh, here we go.
While he's doing that, Flint, you enter that room.
Mm-hmm.
You open the door to a large hallway. The room is lit up because of that module.
Right.
Over here says Juncture C.
Mm-hmm.
You can't necessarily read what these doors say.
Gotcha.
And Q.
Yes,
So you open the door,
I do indeed.
you walk in, and you have found engineering.
Ha! Chose the right door.
But as you open the door and walk in a bit,
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Cautiously. You make it sound like it's a trap, so not rushing. Am I in far enough? You want me to go?
Yeah,
through?
no, that's good.
Okay. It's like I'm not running in there.
3 drones with guns attached fly from the various corners of the room, group up, and scan you and go, identify yourself. We'll get back to you. Anyway, so Solaris.
Leaving me on a cliffhanger. I was like, and that's the last turn Q had. No.
So Solaris, you're walking in. The
Slowly,
area.
cautiously.
Yes. Go ahead. Walk in very slowly. Yes.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yes. Very cautiously. And if I don't see anybody, I'm going to speak into my microphone, say, "Hey, boys, we got company," or we might have company.
None of them have see you, but they've been disturbed by you opening the door and turning on the lights and stuff. And they're just kind of crawling around. If you were to try and use your radio, they'd probably see you.
And what are these things again?
These things are like crabs, but they're like the size of cats. You notice they are constantly dripping that mucus from their maw.
I'm gonna pull out my light pistol.
Okay. Flynn, you're looking down the corridor. What are you doing? You're technically not aware of whatever else is going on.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel like I would check in before.
You're looking at the hallway and then you just on the radio.
Yeah, I go, hey boys, looks like I got a long hallway here with a door at the opposite end of the corridor, junction C, and then about midway down the hallway there's a couple more doors. I can't really make out where they lead to or any signage or anything like that, but what do you guys got?
Gain a point of attention after there's like very long moment of silence.
So then I say, yeah, because I've been in the salvage game for a long time. This isn't Flynn's first rodeo. Radio silence is usually never a good sign. All I say is, if you guys are in trouble, click your receivers twice.
Okay, Q.
All right.
Facing 3 robots.
Can I like identify these robots, or get some more knowledge on what type of robots they are? Like, are they innate to the ship, or are they other salvager robots? What type of drones are we looking at?
That would be either a tech roll or a canvassing roll.
Okay, I'll do canvassing, and then I roll 2d6 plus 2, right?
You don't get your plus 2 because those are from your knowledges.
Oh, okay.
Xenobiology and xenogeology do not apply here.
Oh, right. So just.
If only you and Solaris switch spaces, man.
Gotcha. so it's just 2d6, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, 11.
Ooh, nice.
These are standard security drones. The fact that some of them are still operating is not that much of a surprise. I mean, batteries have a long life. Went offline. Probably when you guys started powering things on, you powered these guys on too.
Gotcha. So I guess while I'm figuring this out, I'll click the receiver twice. And what do security robots like to hear?
So at this point, you could make a facade roll to pretend that you belong, or you could a conceal roll if you wanted to try and physically hide from them.
Pretty sure since they want to identify me, I'm pretty sure I blew that one.
Yeah.
Or ask for identification, right?
Yeah. Identify yourself.
Yeah, I think hiding now is probably boot.
We will give you 5 seconds to comply.
Okay, I guess I'll do a facade roll, so 2d6 for facade.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. I am like so lucky today with the rolls.
Hey, nice. Gain a point of tension as you
Okay.
You're kind of sweating as the robots are like focused on you. And you're like, I'm part of the Valencia crew. Designation, science officer. They take a second and go, as you were, this is not your station. Please carry on to your station.
Cool.
This is not your station. Please carry on to your station.
Gonna casually obey their orders.
I'll just see myself out, thank you.
Oh, my bad. Took a wrong turn at Juncture C back there.
Okay, Solaris, you have your light pistol out. Flynn's calling out to you.
So these creatures haven't noticed me yet, correct?
Because you turned the lights on and opened the door, you've disturbed them. But
they haven't noticed me.
No.
Okay. I hear the 2 clicks. That door that I just came through, can I somehow... Is there a way to close the door again so it's sealed off?
Yeah. The controls are open now, so you can manipulate the door like normal.
Because I heard the 2 clicks and they haven't noticed me, I'm going to head back in here and seal the door so that these creatures aren't doing anything, and start heading back towards Q.
Okay, start heading back.
So What's everybody got?
I got some killer drones and engineering back that way. Not too keen on science officers and engineering, apparently.
It has
Flynn.
because you were successful in your role. It's more that like you were able to identify yourself as being part of the ship, but they know that you don't belong in that specific room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, on my end, we just have a long corridor that leads to another junction, Junction C. There's also 2 more doors kind of midway down the corridor, which I'm not sure what those are yet. I'd have to go investigate. I'm wondering if maybe I can... If you were able to BS those bots, I wonder if I could BS them. But since I am in engineering, say the magic word, basically, I wonder if I could... If there's a way that maybe I can get in there and mess around with some of that hardware.
Counter question. Are we able to shut down the power, and would that shut down the drones, and then could we then dismantle the drones while everything's powered down? Temporarily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. I propose that plan to you both.
I mean, that sounds...
Yeah.
But like, what did you have on your end, Solaris?
Well, I've got some freaky crabs back here.
You didn't tell us that you had crabs? Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Well, I've got some freaky crabs back here. Maybe we can take care of that once we get the engineering problem taken care of.
Ooh, can I try identifying what the crabs are based on description alone?
They are... Oh,
Since xenobiology is my forte.
yes.
Yeah.
And I was told... And I got a good eye on them.
So I get 2... Is that canvassing?
Yep,
Again?
canvassing, and you get your +2.
Okay, so 2d6 plus 2. Alright, 8.
Hey, not bad.
Okay, it's enough for a standard success. You're like, okay, crabs are a pretty common evolutionary animal in the alien worlds, along with other bugs. So this might be a variant. What you do find interesting is like the whole mucus spitting thing. Like that's not really common among crabs, so that's fairly peculiar. They could be genetically modified, which, if this is a helicorp vessel, it's not too far out of their wheelhouse.
Gotcha. We should take a sample for science.
Why don't you go grab a sample? Be careful, though. They were roused when I closed the door. And we'll take care of these bots, Flynn and I.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So I guess I'll see about powering this down.
Okay,
We can...
so you power down.
Yeah. Guess I'll walk over here.
The door did close behind you, so you would have to, with the powers down, you're back to crawling through.
Oh, when the power goes out, the door automatically closes?
No, we've shut power down to everything essentially.
Okay.
You guys crawl through. The drones are in sleep mode.
Excellent.
I'll try to yank their power cords or something if they have them.
Okay.
So you're trying to disable them, like,
Yeah.
basically not like smashing them against the floor.
No, not just crushing them, but like, if I see something like a power cord or something, severing that or yanking that out.
Why don't you make a tech roll?
Tech roll. Ouch.
So you go for like what looks to be a main power circuit, and you're like, okay, this looks like it just unlocks and slides. Flynn, you're looking over at the same one. You notice it too, but you also see that it's got some kind of protection on it, and you're not sure what it is. Anyways, just as you look over, you see Solaris messing with the same thing and trying to yank it out. And before you can say anything, the drone comes alive in your hands, Solaris, and blasts you with its machine gun. So take 8 ballistic damage. Armor does
Oof.
help. Oh, Flynn and Solaris gain a point of tension as this thing just literally exploded in your hands.
So it essentially self-destructed.
No, it's active right now. It's basically
Okay.
like fidgeting and like trying to fly, and Solaris has it in her hands, and she's trying to keep it, and it's like
So-
shooting its a machine gun, and
Oh
yeah.
crap! So
Yeah.
I run over to it real quick because if it hasn't totally taken flight yet, like I'm gonna try and just grab it and.
Hey, you know that roll about moving quickly?
Oh, all right. Here
Yep.
we go.
Here it
Here
is.
we go. Okay, so let's see here.
And while
Plus-
Flynn is figuring that out, Solaris, let's catch up on your damage. So you took 8 ballistic.
But see, my hazard armor is kinetic and
Kinetic.
force field is energy, so I don't have any ballistic armor.
Right. So you take off 2 points from your resistance of the hazard armor, and you take 1 point from your force field resistance, right? Because that's like its HP. And you prevent 3 damage, but you take 5. Your resistance
Okay.
is 7, so you don't take a wound die. But that was a pretty good hit. Like, you
Yeah.
are bleeding. But it was like a through and through wound. It wasn't like the bullet lodged in.
So I take 5 damage. All right.
Yeah, you take 5 damage.
Like, Alexa, turn machine gun off.
Right.
So am I rolling survival and space legs? Is that what that is?
You're rolling, your survival, and then adding space breaks. So
Got it. That's all I needed.
Okay,
So,
that's
8.
successful enough.
Okay.
You're able to move to where it is. Okay, and now make a close combat roll. Give yourself a D8 fixed die because you and Solaris are kind of gaining up on it.
So when you say fixed dice, a 1d8 fixed dice, you're
Instead of a
meaning
D6.
for my close combat, I do have a d8.
So you roll 2d8.
Okay, cool.
Q, yeah, in the distance you do hear.
I was like, yeah, figures.
All right, I roll a 10.
So yeah, you got it. What are you gonna do with it now?
Are the other 2 still dormant?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I guess I'd either try and smash it or I try and power. I'm gonna try and see if I can't power it down.
That's a tech roll.
I'm good with that.
I imagine like you're holding it down like an animal, and like you pull out a tool like with you get weight on it, you like lean on it, and then with your free hand you pull out a tool, and then you just like stab it, and it shuts off.
Well, it's just like I got it in my hands, and I'm just like, oh, you just calm down, you ornery cuss. Just take it easy here for a minute. Here we go.
The astronautics doesn't apply, so it's just a +2.
So I guess then that would be, what, an 8?
Yeah, that's still success though. You manipulate it with a tool, and it just shuts off.
I just start kind of whispering, shh, that's it, just shh. It's okay, calm down.
Let it
And I kind of look over at Solaris like, well, that got a little crazy there for a minute. You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. It went clean through.
Oh my god.
Jeez. Don't touch those other 2.
No, no. I'm gonna see if I can't get them to work for us. I'm gonna tap into this mainframe and see what I can do here. Because having some robo NPCs might help.
Against
if I can
those
do it.
crab things, yeah.
Yeah.
You've been making a lot of successful tech rolls, Flynn, so for this being in the engineering, you are able to power the ship.
Right.
You
Get
can,
that gravity going.
yeah, you have multiple things you can turn on now.
Okay, so what am I looking at? Like, what functions do I have?
A lot of the ship is revealed.
Right.
Yeah, how big is this sucker?
Okay. Looks like another exit. And another. So, okay, there's our 3 exits.
Well, and we're at the the tail end or the aft of the ship. So that must be the midsection.
Yeah.
So, Q, if they turn gravity back on, I imagine you just kind of fall over.
Oh yeah, thanks for the warning, guys.
You guys now use physique to move real fast. You can move 5 meters without rolling. If you want to sprint, you roll physique, and then you add that number to the flat 5, and that's how many hexes you can cover.
Gotcha. Can I see about overriding the security protocols for these bots?
So each of them are like super encrypted to like their own specifications with like some kind of weird rotating key. However, the 2 in the room can be on your side. But yeah, there's no massive network for all the security bots.
Like I'd have to go over and manually do it as opposed to using, I guess, the ship system to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that third one probably can't be repaired, huh?
No. It got a little messed up.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Flynn would set upon going ahead and trying to make that happen. Is there anything you guys want me to ask the ship? Anything else that you want me to check? And I say that over the comm so Q can hear.
Identify other life forms on the ship, if possible.
I do that.
As far as other life forms on the ship, there seem to be some over here, there, and over here. So in this area seems to be where they're concentrated.
All in the engine section.
There's also some over here too. You are in the engine section. This is the engine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but okay, I'm just trying to visualize the ship from an overhead view.
Like, this is, what you're in is like a big old engineering reactor room next to Juncture B.
Oh, okay.
So you're like kind of in the belly of the ship right now.
Is this way towards like the bridge of the ship?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this is the bridge of the ship?
That's towards the bridge. And then over here is towards the cargo.
Oh, jeez. I was all turned around.
So it sounds like we might be able to find loot in some of these areas.
Did somebody say loot? Hold on. I got a handout for you guys. It's very important.
Oh yeah, was I able to see a manifest or anything? I guess I could have looked into that.
There you go. That's what you're looking for, right? Loot.
Loot.
Hey,
Loot?
that's some loot. That's some loot right there.
Yeah.
That's some fine loot.
In case you guys ever need that, it's like, okay, what am I looking for again?
Loot.
Right. So that's in your journals. Just, yeah. Check
All right.
that occasionally in case you need to know the plot.
Like, let me just check my notebook. I know I put it in here somewhere. What was I looking for? Yeah.
God.
All right.
So yeah, checking the loot.
Probably also check where like other security robots might be.
Oh yeah.
So you do know that there are security robots probably past this juncture towards the bridge.
Okay.
There are also security deployments in the cargo area.
Of course there are.
I'm gonna guess I know where the loot is. So if there's security robots, it'd probably be safer to turn off the power when we go in exploring there.
Yeah.
Solaris doesn't touch any of them.
And we're touching security robots anymore.
In the meantime, can I return to the ship to pick up some biological sample containers to sample a crab?
Yeah, you get your kit.
Oh yeah. And then after I get my kit, I will be headed over towards the crabs.
So you approach the door. I mean, I assume, guys, you turn the main power on?
Well, assuming I have I managed to? Because I'm guessing if if everything's turned back on, these bots will come boot up. I guess before.
So the bots in the room aren't a threat anymore.
Okay.
But bots elsewhere are.
Okay.
But these two are working for us, right?
Yes.
All right. Cool.
So I'm gonna head down here because I want to end up over here, check this room out before we head into any sort of cargo area.
Sure.
Maybe we can control the power for these rooms from that next juncture.
Okay.
And Q, are you opening the door?
Yeah, I will open the door.
Gain a point of tension.
Okay.
I just whisper, "Careful with the crabs. You don't want to get them."
Yeah. Thanks.
You enter, and the crabs see you. Power's on, lights are better. Just kind of standing there. You turn on the door. There they are. They see you, and they immediately approach.
Interesting. Friendly crabs. All right. Do I have some sort of sampling device to grab the crabs from a distance?
Like maybe some tongs or something?
Yes. Which I click twice before grabbing.
Yes.
Because I'm a pro.
Okay. Why don't you roll extended combat as you have like these special tongs? Or it's more like a tether. You have some kind of special tether. Okay.
All right. Let's see which one is extended combat? So a D4.
Okay.
You know, I guess had I known wrangling animals was extended combat, I probably should have buffed that more. All right. 8 for crab wrestling.
You actually get this one.
What do you mean actually? I'm a pro. Like it was a question.
What kind of sound does it make when it gets grabbed?
It makes this weird just hiss, and it starts spitting its mucus in your general area. Why don't you roll a defense roll?
Okay.
So that's going to be intuition, awareness, or physique.
I think I want to do intuition. So that's a D10 for me.
And a D6.
Yeah. Oh wow, that was
Okay, so
Not
you
good.
get sprayed, gain a point of tension,
Okay.
and you're going to take 3 stun dice.
Okay.
You got a face full of this, and it is especially astringent. It's hot. It's nasty. Even in your spacesuit, it is very uncomfortable.
Gotcha.
But you have it. You still have it tethered.
Yes.
So
Alright.
what? You're standing in the doorway. You got this tethered.
I will try to get it into the containment unit.
Okay, I'll say that was easy. I mean, you already have it in its leash, so yeah, you just force it in.
And what do I do to close the door?
Oh, just normal interface. However, I will say that during the process, one actually made it on the other side of the door.
Okay, I will hit the interface to close the door and like start running away.
Why don't you make a physique roll?
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna not only roll your stun dice first.
Cool.
Okay, no automatic failure. Make your physique roll.
Okay, and my physique is D6, so 2D6.
So you can run 14 hexes.
There we go. Gonna put this on the ship. Because if they were genetically engineering, they've got to have some value.
Okay, so you got one.
Don't worry, I think I only need one. We'll leave the rest.
Well, now you got one just kind of meandering around.
And I will return it to the ship and then wash off my spacesuit once I get that done, leaving the other crab to roam freely and bother the others. But I'll let them know on the radio, so a crab doesn't just walk up without them knowing.
Oh, jeez.
And I say good luck.
That door's still closed?
I don't know, Q. Did he close it behind you?
Sure.
Okay.
I feel like closing all the doors is a good thing to do on a ship.
That crab is just kind of wandering in the hall.
Okay, hopefully it doesn't find the open escape hatch we've been using. So maybe watch out for that.
I'm gonna head down towards this thing.
Yep, this is Junction C.
So I'm going to try to see which module's powers are controlled by this junction.
So this seems to control most systems localized within the cargo sector. And also what's behind in, I believe it's called the aft, which is behind this.
Can I turn off the power to the security systems?
Roll facade. Because you're trying to basically spoof the system into saying to call off all security.
All right. Ouch.
Hold on, let me roll for the system. That's a success.
Wow.
Yeah, you are able to deactivate them, and I will show where every security bot is because they are now offline. Offline in this area.
Not elsewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, so these three are offline too, huh?
Yep. We're able to spoof the system. You're like, yeah, right. I'm the administrator, of course.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Oh, so as far as I know, there just aren't any security droids in here.
Yeah, there are none deployed in that cargo lock.
All right. So I'm gonna start heading back if I can, unless Flynn is caught up to me at this point. I don't know what.
Yeah, Flynn, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I know that there's crabs and whatnot this way. There's obviously one in this corridor right now, clickety-clacking all over the place.
My bad. I said sorry.
Oh no! I mean, we'll deal with him. We'll deal with him soon enough.
Tonight we're having Cajun. No.
Surf and turf. Flynn would definitely join Solaris. I mean, good loot's going to be found back in the cargo areas, and now that
with security's down.
Yeah, I mean, since Solaris has done that, it's like, yeah, let's go room to room and see what we can find.
Although at some point we will have to take care of this crab problem.
Oh, we will. No worries there, because we will need to get to the bridge. I mean, there's got to be some valuable intel.
Yeah, but we should check out we should check out what's in these cargo holds real quick first.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna head down here and take a look at these two.
All right.
Head up north and do the same.
Done and done.
Okay, both of you make an awareness check.
I have some awful rolls today.
Man, got a 9.
So both of you find a lot of dehydrated MRE rations.
Mm-hmm.
You find medical supplies. Solaris, you actually found a nanopack.
Nice.
And Flynn, you find a fabrication kit. You actually, Flynn, you also find a palisade charge as well, but not much in the way of weapons. It's just like a lot of emergency gear, basic supplies of what you would see on a ship this size. It looks like there were weapon lockers, but they've been long emptied.
Okay.
I've got a nano pack. Nice.
The things seem like out of place, like in disarray, like there was any kind of panic or any kind of, is there anything about the way things are kind of sitting that arouses my suspicion? Or does everything just look pretty orderly? I mean, like, hey,
What is odd about it is, like, why hasn't anybody else, like, taken this yet? Like, yeah, this is a remote sector and stuff, but, like, you feel, like, years from now, like, it would be more ransacked than this.
Yeah, because, I mean, like, this is a lot of gear that, I mean, you could certainly sell it on the market. I mean, the med supplies alone. Well, even the food. I mean, like, all of that. And maybe I should have asked this while I was at the terminal, but is there any way that I was, I guess retroactively, if you'll allow it, is there any way that I could see, like, when the last login had been, when the last contact had been made or anything like that?
Not from engineering. You have to get to the bridge.
Gotcha. Okay. And so up here's just an exit.
Yeah, it's one of the 5 exits you saw. There were 2 near the thrusters, 2 on either side of the hull, and then one that was near the middle of the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we should head toward the bridge at this point. We were looked in this cargo holds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Q, getting
Yeah.
back to you. You're on the ship. You got your crab in a kennel.
Am I? And have I successfully de-slimed?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, I think I will tell them on the radio that I'm all cleaned up, good, and I'll wait here until they're ready to help take out that crab in the hallway with me.
Guess we'll head up there.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing. Here we go.
I'm gonna switch to my heavy pistol as I'm walking,
So
because I know that crab's just right there.
Okay, so I pull out a rocket pistol. No. I'm gonna go with the classic Flynn blade catcher setup here. I'm pulling out my grappling hook. We're getting ready to rumble. I start kind of twirling it. Oh, is Q able to like run any tests to find out like, hey, what weaknesses these creatures might have, or anything like that, or would you need more time, I guess, and maybe a lab to really figure that out?
Well, actually, Q, why don't you make a roll, and I'll give you a D8 fixed die, because you're kind of in your lab running various tests on these things. So go ahead. So give yourself a +2 for your xenobiology, and then you were going to roll a D8 instead of your D8, a D6 fixed die.
Okay. So is it just 1d8 plus 2?
It's a D6 for your canvassing, a D8, and then, yeah.
Gotcha. Alright, there we go. Oh man, not doing well. The end of my lucky rolls is here.
You do know that based on the nature of their armor, it's kinetic.
Okay,
So
they have kinetic armor.
So yeah, heavy force, they're resilient to, but bullets and energy should go right through them.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe I'll...
Thinking just stick my arm in there with my gun and just start shoot around the door. Because these things aren't very tall, are they? Yeah, they're like a cat.
Yeah, they're the size of a cat, yeah.
Yeah. So if I can reach my arm in there and shoot down at it.
Wait, are you shooting it through the crawl space, or shooting it, like opening the door and shooting it, or?
Is it that kind of a door where I can kind of just crack it open a little bit and stick my arm in there?
Not if you were to use the door properly. Like
It's all or nothing.
Yeah.
It's all or nothing.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Well, going through the crawl space doesn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah.
Nah, don't get on its level.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I guess I open the door and with my pistol at the ready.
make your firearms roll. As you open the door, it starts trying to close the distance. It sees you. It's already kind of agitated. And yeah, as soon as it opens the door and sees something it can kill, it approaches you.
So, ranged combat. All right.
Ranged combat. Okay, I'm going to roll defense. Gain a point of tension as you open the door. Also, Flynn, gain a point of tension as you open the door and this thing just starts making a beeline for you. It's very tense watching this thing skitter towards you.
I'm just imagining Zoidberg coming right at me. Exactly. But you know when he gets mad and his eyes go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you miss. Pew! Spend your bullet, and it closes the distance and attacks. Unless you want to spend tension to alter your roll, or.
Oh, I will spend tension. I've got 8 tension, so I guess I would spend 5.
Oh, you're dynamic, so you have to spend 4. You're locked in. You got to spend 4, 8, or 12.
So 4 gets me
plus 5.
Oh, yeah. So I'll use 4.
Spend 4 tension then. So yeah, you shoot it with your heavy pistol.
Yes.
Yeah, you basically, I mean, with your heavy pistol, which is like a 44, 45 Magnum pistol, you shoot it, and yeah, this big exit wound from underneath just opens up, and its guts fall out.
Excellent.
Oh, nice.
One
Nice.
down.
Okay, corridor's clear. Well, except for, crab blood. Oh, yeah,
Crab blood.
another thing, Q. That mucus is very stringent. Yeah, had you not been wearing your spacesuit, you would be taking damage.
Cool.
I was wondering about that. Is it acidic at all? Like, does it burn through metal or clothing or anything?
It's very sticky, but it's very toxic to organic matter, and it's very sticky.
Cool. And I let Solaris and Flynn know that, since I had first-hand experience with the stuff.
Nasty. All right, heading down to the next door.
Here we go.
Okay.
See, so there's 2 left in there. All right, I open the door and ready to fire at the next one.
And these 2 bots are with us, right, Cliff?
Oh, right.
These guys here.
I feel like we should name them.
Wallace and Gromit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Question is, which one is the cheese-loving one?
So you open the door, they come in. This is where things might get a little hectic. So Solaris, I could say that you could use your firearms without hitting anybody. Flynn, if you wanted to use firearms, that's totally within your right too. But your 2 drones, that's where things start getting tricky with firearms.
What if I send them in? Are they flyers or are they walkers?
They're flyers.
Oh, so they can fly over our heads. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say I'd have them just kind of fly in to kind of get on the outside of the either side here so they can kind of form kind of like a pincer for these pinchers.
Nice. You open the door, the drones fly out. Flynn, I'll just say that you have to spend your action kind of manipulating the drones. You are
Sure, that's
interfacing
totally
with them.
fair. That's fair.
And Solaris, you open fire, so why don't you make your roll first?
I am just cursed today.
Oh my gosh. So that's a hit.
Excellent.
Q, are you just hanging back?
Yep. Yeah, shooting enemies is kind of more of a spectator sport, I think.
Okay. So you're just like, eh. Oh, during this...
I'm like, you can do it.
Okay. So during this round of combat, actually, everybody gains a point of tension.
Wait, do I count?
Yes, you
Okay.
do. It's still, guns are going off. It's scary.
Taking cover so nothing reflects back and hits me. Yeah. No.
So the 2 drones fly in, but before they can find the crab as a target, crab attacks you, Solaris. You got a beat a 7.
Okay, and that's physique.
It's whatever defense roll you want to make it, so it could be intuition, awareness, or physique.
Oh, intuition then.
Nice.
Finally.
Wow!
Yeah.
Almost. I mean, it's a real good success, not a critical success, though. Okay, you miss, and then after missing, the drones lock on and light up the crab.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah, go team. We did it together.
Flynn will carefully make his way up to this cell and see about powering it up so he can see more around him.
Yeah, there's mucus all over this. You kind of
Yeah.
have to, scrape it off the controls. Make a tech roll, but you're rolling a D4 fixed die.
Oh, okay.
Solaris Q, what are you doing while Flynn's in here?
I'll move up. Hanging out, carefully walking around the mucus as much as possible.
You're walking around the mucus. You do notice, Q, that this door is covered with it way more than anywhere else.
Okay, I'll let the other 2 know that we should probably not go through that door unless we want to fight a lot more craps.
And there's
Oh.
a 16.
Wow, okay, so yeah, you are
Dang.
able to get it working. You are able to reveal this.
Ah,
Okay. Okay, so these must be lifeboats. I'm guessing.
Those are personnel quarters.
We know there's more, like a whole bunch of mucus here.
Yeah.
So there's probably some big heavies on the other side of this.
Indeed. Is this the bridge here?
Yeah, that would appear to be the bridge, yeah.
And are there any more drone security systems or anything?
Yes,
Am I
there
able
is,
to
actually.
do that? Well, I'll see about
Disab-
making them offline. Yeah, disabling them.
Or turning them again. I mean, actually, I was going to ask, if
Yeah.
we decide to go through this big door, we would probably want as many security drones on our side as possible.
That's
So,
true.
I wonder if you'd be able to.
I guess so.
Since you're the tech guy, can you get the 5 in the back of the ship to help us out too?
I guess, yeah. I mean, what do you think, Abacus? Like, if I've discovered the method for the other two, would it be safe to assume they're all under similar protocols, or?
You have been making a lot of successful tech rolls, and you guys have been smart in your approach. So I will say that, yeah.
We shall build an army of drones.
And yeah, I definitely do that. Excellent. Call the ones from back here. It sounds like we're going to go ahead and proceed forward, but those other
I figured
droids,
checking out the bridge first and before we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then that way, all those droids are just kind of like on standby, close to where we're going to be. So if it really hits the fan at any point, like they're right there. Yeah, I guess we'll go to the bridge and see what we can see.
Man, with this droid army, I feel like we could conquer Naboo.
Oh boy!
Nice.
Oh
nice.
boy!
Nice. You guys going into the bridge? You find a lot of dead crewmen
Okay, here we go.
and the drones that are still active. It looks like most of the dead bodies are soldiers. This is where a lot of the weapons are. There's some shotguns, there's some pistols, a lot of what looks to be self-inflicted wounds in here.
Hmm.
That's what the hell happened here?
Yeah, that's not great.
What's with those crabs? Did they do that? I guess I'm asking Q.
I mean, okay, so are there any signs of any biological traces of the crabs on the dead crew members?
No. You guys can roll a canvassing roll.
Oh, a canvassing roll? Okay.
Canvassing roll, yeah.
Here
Or
we go.
intuition. Actually, you could roll intuition. Either or.
Do I get my modifier for that?
Ooh, sevens. We get one more. Get one more.
Wait, Atticus, do I get the modifier on the intuition?
No, I was looking. No, you
Okay.
do not. It does not apply.
Just wanted to double check. Okay, 10.
Okay, yeah, guys. You're in a pretty isolated area of space. Probably something went offline. If those alien species ran amok, you're fairly certain that they shouldn't have been nesting in the juncture like that. They probably came from that wing where the door is mucused on. These guys probably were stuck in here, and rather than, with no way out, decided to end it on their own terms.
I'm gonna see if I can't find the captain's log or anything like that.
That's in the bridge. So the Valencia it was a cover for an intelligence gathering ship. It actually wasn't a reconnaissance. The reconnaissance was its cover mission. What it was really meant to do was to deploy these infest planets within the interstellar network with these crabs in the hopes of slowing down the Templars' war effort. But at some point, the crabs got loose.
Boy, that crab we captured is going to be worth a lot of money. Or loot.
Interesting.
Based on notes, the crabs have also taken over the personnel quarters.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, but it did start in the labs, which the labs are up here.
Does it give any more information on the crabs? Are the crabs that we've already seen, are they like, the small ones, basically?
Yeah, and that mucus that they... basically, it was meant to agriculturally cripple any planet because they're so toxic to pretty much any other life form.
So, geez. So, I mean, straight up like planet extinction. Like full...
Yeah.
Introduce
an invasive species to wipe out the existing species.
Right.
Maybe we shouldn't sell it on the black market on second thought.
A salvager with a conscience, huh?
Dang, that's wow. It's pretty nefarious. I suppose not altogether unsurprising, but
so
still.
I guess if we have the crabs, is there anything really that we would want to look in the labs for, since we kind of already have a sample of them?
Other than to review the notes of the scientists that were working on it. Like, you have, general ship logs, but you don't have detailed science notes.
So I guess it depends on what we want to do with the crab sample next.
Yeah.
Well, it could be worth a heck of a lot more than anything else on this ship. And we have all these drones, aerial drones that the crabs can't get to, so we can send them in.
True. You guys could probably grab some upgraded weapons for crab shooting, it sounded like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It'll be a crab shoot.
I'll pick up that shotgun. That sounds nice.
Okay.
Which weapons were there again? So you said a shotgun.
There were shotguns, pistols, and there was a rifle, a carbine.
I'll pick up a shotgun.
Okay.
Q, you should take the carbine because that's going to be more of a distance weapon.
Alright, I was going to say, I feel like with my character, it might be more dangerous with me, with upgrading my firearm, but if you insist.
Flynn will go ahead and grab one of the shotguns as well.
Why don't Solaris and Flynn, why don't you both roll me a d6?
Just 1d6?
Yeah, just 1d6. And then Quinn, why don't you roll me a d8?
Alright.
You got 4 shots. Flynn, you got 4 shots. And Quinn, you got 7 shots. They're not full clips. You guys are in the bridge, basically taking the guns off the corpses, locking and loading. There's a montage.
Yes.
Well, I guess.
And with the droid army, we march.
There it is, yeah. There it is. Make our way in here.
There's nothing really that catches our eye left in the bridge. Yes.
Basically, corpses, you've accessed the black box. Here, guys, let me give you the nifty handout here.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah, you found the black box. There it is.
All right, there we go.
Well, thank you. Thanks for the reference. I see it is not loot, based on my A4 show note of what loot looks like. So I can safely conclude that is not loot.
Before we head in there, should we check out the crew quarters, see if there's anything of interest? I know there's more crabs in there, yes?
I don't know. I feel like the science lab, we could probably just straight to that one. And, if we have any weapon or shots left over, then maybe explore it. But I have a feeling with that amount of slime, we might want to have all the firepower going into this next phase.
Yeah, good idea. All right. Moving on in to the door, or towards the door, to get ready.
Kind of get on either side of it.
Yeah, and then have a stream of drones go straight up the center.
It's just wipe it out.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, I got to be holding my shotgun ready for whatever's on the other side of that door.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that should be the plan. Send the drones on in ahead of everything.
Get those guys in there. See what happens.
So you're like sending how many in? Like
We'll send 3 for now. If we crowd them in there, it could get sideways for them pretty quickly. But we'll send in a couple. We'll let this one kind of take point as it makes its way up here, and these 2 will serve as kind of support, essentially.
A little scouting party.
Yeah, yeah.
You open the really slimy door. I'm just going to show you a reference for a second. I'll put you guys back. Everything is like corroded. Like it's all just covered. Yeah, things are falling apart. And yeah, there are crabs like crawling all over the place. And so as soon as the drones go in with their spotlights, they've already agitated like a lot of the crabs. And there's way more of them in here. Okay, so let's go back to the map.
Close the blast doors.
So that was in here, Abacus?
No,
or over here?
I mean, yeah, use that as a reference for like these rooms too, but like it's also kind of like that in here too. Like, you know.
Gotcha. Okay.
There's not as much clutter in here as there are in that picture, but it's still that texture.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
And how many crabs are we looking at?
Lots. And I'm not going to put a token for everyone. What happens with these 3 is they go in, and as soon as they see the crabs, they start firing. And they're doing pretty good. Until some of the ones that are higher up on the wall and the ceiling fall on them. Flynn, you're kind of like on the other side looking through your viewfinder, and it's like one screen goes static, then the next one, then the next one.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna. Am I to assume they killed?
They killed a grip of them before they went down.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of them in there, and you
Okay.
assume probably more in those 2 rooms.
Jesus. Well, guys, I got some grenades. I could throw a nade in there and see what happens.
I have a frag grenade, but I mean, how thick are these the walls of the ship?
Oh, the ship will take a frag grenade.
Okay. I was gonna say I don't want to blow a hole in this.
Frag grenades are meant to be anti-personnel, and so like on ship security, they will have frag grenades because they'll kill people but not break ship components.
Gotcha. Oh, I also have a palisade charge that might come in handy if we need a barrier up. If we want to send in more drones and put a barrier up. Have the crabs kind of come into the hallway, or are they still just kind of milling about in their rooms?
At the moment, they're not, but they eventually probably will spill into here. Because, like, when you went in, your drones just started shooting up a ton of them, so it kind of created some room.
How many frag grenades do you have?
I've got 1.
Let's see, and I think that's all I have. I have 1 frag grenade. I have 1 explosive grenade. And then I do have a rocket pistol. So.
Will the ship take a rocket pistol?
No, that would blow through the ship.
Oh.
Oh, actually, so question: Can the crabs survive in space? Okay, because here's what I'm thinking. What if you are these doors like sealable if there's like a breach in the ship?
Yep, that's what these doors are designed for.
So what if you rocket pistoled like this wall here, and then we but while you fire we shut the doors, get ready for that, and then we go in from the outside when the crabs are dormant and try and just get the data. Would that work?
Yeah, that's
we're geared for it. We can definitely do that.
Because that might be a little safer than I don't know how much the drone attrition to crab.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess let's let's do it. Why not? Flynn kind of
fires a rocket and immediately closes the door.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So you got your hand on the button. As soon as I pull that trigger, close it.
Roll ranged combat.
Yeah, just don't miss.
Oh God.
I believe in you. If not, this is going to come to an abrupt end.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we are in spacesuits, so hopefully we'll be okay.
Boom. Oh,
Oh,
Oh my God.
do you want to spend tension?
How did you miss?
Oh, yeah.
It was right in front of you.
I'll spend some. I have 9 tension here, so I'll go ahead and spend. What, the 5 is it?
Yeah, 5 is right. If you were to spend 5, that would prevent you from shooting the door and blowing you and Solaris up.
Well, that seems pretty. Yep, that's what we're gonna do here. So I drop my tension down to 4. Spin the
Okay.
5.
Yeah, so the door opens, your trigger finger gets a little excited, and you almost depress it, and then you take a deep breath, and are like, easy, easy. And yeah, you shoot it, it sails past, it kind of illuminates the throbbing textures of the crabs kind of on top of each other as
Jesus.
it goes down, and then boom. As the door closes, you guys are like getting sucked in because, pressurization. But
Yeah,
the
oh
door's
yeah.
shutting, but you can see that the crabs are just like flying in this ribbon out into the opening as you close the door.
Perfect.
Excellent.
All right. Well, I guess, Q, do you want to go around and go in from the outside to get it while I go check out the rest of these crew cabins?
Yeah, sounds good. Is there
Since
any?
you shouldn't really be having any trouble now.
Yeah. Is there any further risk, Abacus, of doing that my character would be aware of?
Well, in the personnel quarters, like, you just know that in the logs that supposedly that there were some infestations in there too. But as far as like getting into these doors,
Yeah.
well, these doors were shut. So unless did you guys open these doors too?
I mean, that was the general idea.
Oh, okay. So you just opened up the whole wing and
Yeah.
then blew a hole. Oh, okay. And then closed off here so you guys didn't fly out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. In that case, yeah. So you're walking into basically that previous slide I showed you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Did
I guess where do you want to go first? Do you want to go to the left or to the right or?
Let's go to the right? Because that one looks like it's the lab. So what we're looking for is probably in there.
What is in here is something you're very familiar with. It's a standard xenobiology lab, though you do notice that many of the chemicals and the equipment are meant for gene splicing, which is highly illegal in the network. Of course, Helicorp doesn't care and does it all the time.
Gotcha. Cool. And then can I go to the computer to get the logs?
Make an intuition roll. Also, while you're walking in here, there are occasionally the crabs just kind of floating around you and occasionally twitching, but other than that, like, not really moving.
Okay. And then I'll be acting very carefully to avoid them. Do I get the modifier for this?
Yes.
Okay, so I got 8.
So it looks like a lot of the files did get deleted, but you were able to salvage some of the reports. And yeah, this is evidence of a significant workaround. Of course, like, Helicorp wouldn't care, but it is the kind of thing where if, like, the Templar knew of this vessel, they could, like, find the individuals responsible for this vessel and arrest them. But this is a highly, highly illicit, and based on what it's meant to do, it is meant to ecologically destroy planets in an attempt to slow down the Templars' war efforts.
Gotcha. So I will take all of the data that I can, and I will return to my allies.
And yeah, so you do know that the room over here is a containment center? Yeah, that room.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to go explore that alone.
Okay.
Did I return safely without incident?
Without incident, yeah.
Cool. So I tell them what I found. And also that I did not explore the other room, because my character is not the adventurous type.
That's where probably the infestation got out of hand.
In here?
But it is depressurized, right?
Yes, it is depressurized.
It's worth at least taking a look inside just to see what's there. I'll check out this room. While he was checking out the lab, I guess I'm checking out this room.
So,
I told you.
what you see actually is a series of them that like have molted into bigger and bigger versions, and probably with the 0G kind of allowed them to grow incredibly large.
But this thing's still restrained. Or,
dead now.
And/or, huh?
It's in torpor. Basically, it's not metabolizing, but it's not dead.
Oh, okay.
Like hibernation.
It's not going to wake up because it,
No. That's the biggest one, but you do notice that there are several bigger variants that are also dead in here as well.
Other than that, there's nothing really interesting.
Yeah, it's just like you can see that this is the source of where it all happened.
Hey Q, do you have enough information? You think I should blow this thing up?
I mean, I guess if you're bored, I don't think blowing it up or not will really affect anything. As long as nobody goes through and like repressurizes that. So. And I think we have all of the information and we have a sample, so I think we have everything, that's really valuable.
All right. Well, then, not my problem.
Unless you're really hungry for crab tonight. No.
So yeah, we should go check out these, see if there's any loot down in these personnel cabins.
Send in the swarm.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and send in a couple bots here to see what's what.
Okay,
Does it look like the other corridor?
Yeah, if you just send in a few drones, there's like a crab here and a crab there, but it's like not nearly as like much of an infestation, and the drones are able to like maneuver and systematically take them out one by one pretty easily.
Excellent.
All right. So I guess we move down in there and check out the rooms.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head to the end of the hallway and check out these two.
You see a person who's been digested by the mucus, and it is gnarly. To the least.
Hey Q, get over here. You gotta check this out, man.
Gross, I wish I didn't. It's like, good thing I washed that off. Definitely gonna all do some thorough decontamination afterwards, just in case.
Yeah, so there are more dead people, more, suicides here, but you actually now see, like, people who were attacked and what that looks like. And, yeah, some people are clawed and, but mostly what you see is, like, people getting mucused. You're thinking that whatever happened, a good portion of the crew was sleeping when it happened.
Taken off guard.
Jeez.
Horrible way to go.
So attacked while they slept. So I guess that would imply some level of intelligence to the creatures themselves. Or they just got lucky.
Yeah, they got a nat 20. Stealth roll. Yeah, no.
Some bad bugs. Real bad bugs.
Yeah, we'll keep a very close eye on the one we have in containment. Cool. So is that everything on the ship we want to explore?
That's everything on the ship.
And we didn't mess with a big crab.
Yep. No, but you went through every area. So that is the session. Thank you all for watching.